Dear students, now we will learn on anorectal malformation. Anorectal, as the name suggests, related to the anus and rectum. Malformation means this is congenital anomalies present at birth. So this is coming under the congenital anomalies. Okay. So anorectal malformation, in short, it is also called as ARM. ARM means anorectal malformation. So it is developmental deformities of the anorectal canal. So it is also known as imperforate anus. In exam, in filling the blanks or math the columns, they can ask. So this is also known as imperforated anus, means absence of the anus within the perineum. So it is an abnormal communication either to the urinary, genital tract or surface of the perineum. So sometimes there is no anus opening, but what will happen, that is fistula again. Fistula means there is abnormal connection. If male, then it will open into the urethra. If female, it will open into the vagina. So from urethra and vagina, the stool will come out. So that is all the disease condition. Okay, before we go on the disease, let us see the anatomy. Then you will understand the better. Okay. So anatomy, as you already know, GI tract. Okay. So that is mouth. Mouth is connected to the esophagus. Esophagus joined to the stomach. Then duodenum, starting part of the small intestine, and then large intestine is there. Okay. Ascending column, then transverse, descending column, sigmoid column is there. Then end part, here there is the rectum. Correct? Rectum is ending in the anus. Anus is the opening from where all the undigested substance or the food or the fibers that body cannot absorb, it is thrown out from the body. So here in this disease condition, anorectal malformation, what will happen? Either the rectum is not formed or the anus opening is absent. Now, if anus opening is absent, when the baby is born, the meconium is the first tool that baby passes. That is the thick, sticky, greenish color. No? So that baby cannot pass. And thereafter the following stool also baby cannot pass because the anus opening is absent. So that is this disease condition we are going to learn. Okay. Now we will see the causes. Why it occurs? No? So exact causes unknown. We do not know why it occurs. Okay, it occurs due to the arrest in the embryonic development of the anus, lower rectum and urogenital tract at the 8th week of the embryonic life. We know that in fetus, during the 4th to 8th week of period, no, mostly all the organs are formed properly. Okay, so here something goes wrong during that period at the 8th week of embryonic life, and because of that, this disease condition occurs. It is also associated with the congenital anomalies like Down syndrome. Sometimes congenital heart disease can be present. Sometimes with the undescended testes or neural tube defect, means that can be other associated congenital anomalies along with this. Okay. Now we come to the classification, or we can say the type. Okay, so that is the first one is anal stenosis. Anal stenosis. Stenosis, that word already we learned. Stenosis is the narrowing. So the anus is anus opening is there, but it is very narrow. So what will happen now? Because it is the anus is very narrow, the baby will pass stool like ribbon pattern. Ribbon, you know, ribbon is very flat. No? Like that flat stool baby will pass because the anus opening very narrow. Second is anal membrane atresia. Okay. The anus is having the membrane. The membrane covers the opening and therefore the baby cannot pass the stool. The third one is anal agenesis. Anal agenesis means there is only just a dimple. Just a dimple as you can see in this picture. Can you see that there is no opening at all, but just present like small dimple. Here also we can see the anus opening is completely absent. It is not formed at all. So this is the condition that is present. So in this condition, what the surgeon will do? He will open the anus opening. He will create and then make the anus formation. Then the fourth one is rectal agenesis. Okay, rectal agenesis. Sometimes the rectum formation is not there, rectum is not formed, it is absent. The rectum pouch ends abruptly up. Okay? So this is the condition. And sometimes in this condition there is the connection with the fistula. If male, then it will open into the urethra. If female, then it will open into the vagina. So these are the four classifications. So first is anal stenosis. Anal stenosis means anus is narrowed open. Second is anal membrane atresia. Means there is the thin membrane that covers the anus and therefore baby cannot pass the stool. Third one is anal agenesis, means anus is not formed at all. And fourth one is rectal agenesis, means the rectum is not formed at all. Okay, now we come to the clinical manifestation or the sign and symptoms. So, as we saw in the causes or the types, okay, there is absence of the anal opening. It is the duty of the nurse, the midwife. When the baby is born, we do the head to foot examination, mainly to detect any abnormality, and to detect this abnormality, anorectal malformation, what the nurse do? With the thermometer or with the small finger, Glau's finger, she will insert this finger in the anus of the baby to see it is present or no. So this way we can find out whether the baby is having this anus opening or no. Then thermometer or small finger cannot be inserted into the rectum if it is not formed, just dimple is there, atresia is there, or the agenesis is there, then this finger or thermometer cannot enter into the rectum. Then meconium stool is absent. Already I said that first stool of the baby is called meconium. That there is no history that baby has passed this meconium. Then there is green tint urine if fistula is present. Already I explained this, that if fistula, it will open into the urethra in male. Then progressive abdominal distension because baby has not passed stool. Correct? So what will happen? That is abdominal distension. Then ribbon-like stool if anal stenosis. Intestinal obstruction also can be present. So these are the clinical manifestation that can be present. Now we come to the diagnosis. So in diagnosis, how we can do? First simple technique is physical examination. Put your small finger or thermometer into the rectum, anal canal and see whether it is opened or no. Second, we can take the USG, okay, and locate the rectal pouch where it is. Also, we can go for the X-ray in upside position. We can detect there also. Go for the urine examination for the presence of the meconium. Also, we can go for the cystourethrogram. Now we come to the management. Okay, so management here also no medical management is possible. The choice is surgical management. So here the reconstructive surgery to correct the congenital malformation is done. So what we do in case of the low anorectal malformation, anoplasty is done. The surgery that is done in this condition is called anoplasty in male. And dilatation of the fistula with the perineal anoplasty in female during infancy. Okay. If there is high anorectal malformation, okay, then what the surgeon will do first? colostomy is performed, okay, for the temporary management. So during neonatal time, this colostomy is performed and it is followed by the reconstructive surgery. Reconstructive surgery is done at the 10 to 12 months. Then, when this is done, the colostomy closure is done. Nursing management, like any other condition, provide warmth, fluid, electrolyte, imbalance. Daily recording of the abdominal girth is very important because abdomen is getting distended. Then keep the child and we have nil by mouth. Why? Because child is unable to pass the stool. If we keep on feeding the baby, what will happen? Again, the abdomen will get distended. Then insert the rice tube for aspiration. Then prevent skin breakdown around the colostomy wound. Then prevent infections by maintaining aseptic technique. Then expose the perineum to the air. Then place the infant on abdomen. Observe for redness, any drainage or poor healing, so on. Start oral feeding after the colostomy is performed. Monitor peristalsis movement. Then provide emotional support to the parents and also teach the colostomy care to the baby. Whenever baby passes stool or the colostomy bag, there is no bag but just the dressing in neonate, correct? So when it becomes dirty, the cloth has to be changed every time. Now we come to the complication. So there can be urinary tract infections, intestinal obstruction, reoccurrence of fistula and anal stenosis. So that's it with the anorectal malformation.